Hello. Welcome everyone. Hopefully you can hear us. It is a little windy just now. It's Caden. I have way too many cookies for one sheep right here. Are you gonna eat my hand the whole time, Fergie? So we are gonna be saying hello to Ferguson today and talking a little bit about our sheep friends. I can't see any comments coming through yet, so I don't know if you want to say hello. Send us some hellos from wherever you are. Ask any questions you want us to talk about today on our virtual sanctuary. And hopefully I will be able to see the comments soon. Otherwise I will pull it out on my phone and read them from there. It looks like we can see some stuff coming through here now. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm not gonna feed you all of the cookies right at the start of the visit. We're gonna see how this goes. I might get rejected by Ferguson. Hi Sherry, calling in from watching from Staten Island. Welcome. Good. I'm glad that we've got our comments working. Hi buddy. So good. So good. Hopefully we'll be able to get him up full screen. I am doing this alone today because Lauren abandoned me, believe it or not. No, I assigned her to our animals on call. We're doing a barnyard to boardroom call this afternoon at the same time as our virtual sanctuary, so that is where she is at. And we are very thankful to be offering both in-person programming as well as virtual programming at this moment in time. So if you are from far away and wish that you could come to our public tours, which are available now, you can get your tickets online in advance. We are requiring advance ticket purchase right now because it is a more limited quantity, and that way you don't show up and have no tickets available. We will leave a link for that in the comments below. But if you are from farther away than where you can take a weekend trip to the Hudson Valley, I highly recommend checking out our Animals on Call virtual programming, and you can bring us to your Zoom call. Ferguson here, he is one of the sheep who has not been shorn, so he is hanging out, snuffling for his ginger snaps, looking like a scruffy mess of a dude. Let's see. He's mad at me now because I'm trying to pluck his wool out. So he is our shedding sheep. He's one of our many sheep who actually shed out their entire winter coat. And this time of year, they look, let's see. They look a mess. He's like, that is not a cookie. I know, the cookies are in my pocket, bud. They look an absolute mess. No, buddy, we've got some over here. We may end up having to say hello to a few of our other residents, but we wanted to honor Ferguson today because we understand that it is a complicated week for many folks, and Ferguson is among those who have, lost a family member this year. And with Mother's Day coming up, it is such a wonderful time to both celebrate moms and people who are in those maternal and caring roles in our lives who really make it all the difference to us. And it's also can be a really difficult time for so many, especially in a year where so many families have lost a loved one. Far too many have lost one. And so I sent Lauren to our virtual Animals on Call, and Ferg and I are hanging out here, honoring the fact that we are still able to find love at Sanctuary even after losing some parents, and sort of talking a little bit about the animals here who have had the chance to at least spend some time with their families Ferguson was fortunate enough to have been raised by his mom at Sanctuary, which so many have not had the chance. But we did lose his mom, Cleo. Over here. You want to look at the camera? We lost his mom, Cleo, in September, and that is why Ferg is a member of our Underfoot family now. He is the goatiest sheep because he used to live in our CL goat field. It's a quarantined field. Does anyone remember what CL stands for? Leave a guess what it stands for in the comments if you remember. We talk about it sometimes here on our virtual sanctuary as well as on our tours. And his mom had a contagious bacteria that she carried for her whole life. But Ferguson did not. He just stayed in the field where our goats and sheep who have it are, so that they don't infect our healthy herd members. Thank you, Ferg. And so his only sheep companion for so many years was his mom. And when she passed, we got him tested, and he did not have CL. So he was able to join our Underfoot family so he could try and make friends with a few sheep. We are not getting much Ferguson on here. He is the least standstill sheep I have ever met. He's usually what I call a drive-by hello dude. So we'll see if we can follow him into the barn in just a second, although the willow leaves behind us are looking beautiful and green right now. We got him tested so that he could try out hanging with some of our sheep friends, and he still acts a little bit like a goat because most of his companions were goats. So his body language is all off. He says hi to the goats a lot, he says hi to the sheep a lot, and he runs solo so much of the time. That is right, Sherry. He does have places to go. He absolutely does. We're gonna follow him into the barn and see where he is. He is currently, I think, looking at the barn door to the kitchen, trying to mooch a little bit of extra treats. He's like, there is some goodies in there. And we're gonna say hi to, actually, potentially, someone who is a mom here at the sanctuary. Any guesses who we might find in the barn who is a mom? Leave it in the comments. Hi, Ferg. So what he's doing is sniffing my pockets and kicking my legs and letting me know that he would really love some more cookies. But if our animal care director is watching right now, I think I should probably not give him bonus cookies. So, if you were gonna guess that we were gonna say hi to Laverne in the barn, you would have been right. So Laverne was rescued with Cleo, Ferguson's mom. She's recently short. She's a little very naked. Good job, Fernie. So Laverne was rescued with Cleo, Ferguson's mom, with Lena and Bertha and Stewie, who you may know from our main sheep herd. And Laverne's a little bit older. She has some more health issues, so she doesn't run with the main herd. But when she was first arrived here, all 4 of the female sheep who we rescued. Oh, who is this? She's unrecognizable. Who could it be? Who is it? We can see your eyes, my dear. Who is that? If you know who that is, leave your guess in the comments, because she truly is a whole new sheep this time of year. Yeah. We were gonna hang out with Ferg. Oh, you have the worst breath I've ever. Terrible breath, my dear. This is our air conditioning gal. So she is the one who, in the hottest of weather, has an air conditioner in her stall to help her out through the worst of the summer. Oh, bye, Laverne. And Laverne was pregnant along with the other female sheep. So she gave birth to her son, Davy, who is big and handsome here at the sanctuary in early 2017. We had a guess. Is this Talia? No, Sherry, it's not Talia. You could tell Talia from her really square mouth, and she really only has a little fuzz up here, bangs-wise. This is the fuzziest sheep of the sanctuary, or normally. This is Shirley. You could see Shirley's eyes. Wild. Wild. Boop. Oh, now I can tell people that I've touched you like 4 times in my time here at the sanctuary. She's like, that was too much. It was far too much for me. I'm a very shy sheep. Just the most shy sheep. So Shirley is usually wool, I say, from nose to toes. She is by far the woolliest sheep at the sanctuary, but everybody was shorn on Tuesday, and so they are at their absolute most naked for the season right now, generally feeling a little bit better in terms of the temperature. We've got a lot of really itchy backs. Everybody, is happy to have that winter coat off. They are also a little bit moody. They did not love the experience of being shorn, which we have talked about here on our ritual sanctuary a couple of times. It is still a very stressful experience for them, and so we have some sulking. Janine, it was the cookies. Yeah, Shirley snuck up because she saw me feeding Laverne. She saw me feeding Laverne cookies, and she was like, all right, well, I'm here for the cookies. I typically will tell folks on tours when I'm encouraging them to give her the space that she wants and therefore deserves, because everybody deserves to have their space respected when they ask for it. I will tell people on tours that I have touched her like twice in the years that I have been here, and every time it was, one hand out here, one hand holding a ginger snap, getting a little nose rub in, and that is more or less still true to my experience. I've now touched her today, but she loves a little bit of personal space, and that is a-okay. That is very, very okay. And we are going to talk a little bit about one other sheep here. So while we talk about Ferguson's experience, are you gonna drag your feet over to me? Whose back of the head is this? Who could this be? Who could this be? Oh, just the most itchy boy, but also the most soulful. So Christopher is a hair sheep. He was not shorn, and so. Would you want your face to be on camera, Christopher? How would we feel about that? Would we want to turn around a little? He would not. He would not like to turn around, and that's okay. Hi, buddy. He would like some attention, though. Oh yeah, that's the love. So. Christopher is someone who has also had the chance, the truly special chance to know his family. That's right, yeah, this was Christopher's formal request for a back scratch. He presents whatever body part he wants scratched to you. And now we are succeeding. We're giving him what he wants. And if you have any questions about the sheep, the animals at the sanctuary, some of the families at the sanctuary that we like to acknowledge around Mother's Day here, around, by all means, ask away in the comments. And also, while I chit-chat about Ferguson, I want to give a reminder, if you're watching right now, we are actually up on the Chronogrammies. The Chronogram is a local publication in the Hudson Valley, and the Chronogrammies are a chance to spotlight organizations and people who are doing great work around here. And we are nominated in a couple of categories. So we will leave a link in the comments below. We would love it if you'd take 5 minutes out of your day to go through and vote for us in the Chronogrammies. Follow the link that we'll leave in the comments below. But Christopher was, of course, born here in 2006. I feel like you're the star of so many of our virtual sanctuaries, buddy, even if it's the back end of you. Let's see. And nope. You know, that's a good view too. That's a fine view. We'll take it. We will take it, bud. So Christopher was born here in 2006. His mom was rescued hours before giving birth to him on Christmas Eve. And she had the chance to raise her son. And Christopher stayed by her side for just about 10, 11 years. Such a long time. He loved his mother dearly. We've got everybody walking away from me now, so we're just gonna rotate, rotate, rotate. See who we see. There goes. Oh, Laverne's gonna peek out here. Hi, Laverne. And Christopher absolutely loved his mother. Sheep, goats, cows will stay in their family units for life. Oh, bye, Laverne. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Shirley. They will stay in their family units for life if they have the chance. We have Jacqueline, the goat, and her two daughters, Lonnie and Loretta, roaming everywhere around the sanctuary together. We've had cow families intact together at sanctuary for over a decade. We see the mothers continue to care for their adult babies, because they are family. They have a particularly special bond a lot of the time. And then as the moms aged, like Christopher looked out for his mom as she aged. Ferguson's mom, unfortunately, passed away more unexpectedly, so she wasn't going through a slow aging process, but he had stayed by her side for so long, just because that is their family. These bonds that we often consider unique to humans are not. There is a lot of social structure going on that turns... Hi, buddy. Hi. Okay. He's doing great. This is a good ear situation right now. Do you want little scritches? Yeah, we do want some scritches. They have such important, rich social lives. And that means, in part, that their families are important to them. And we, unfortunately, more often than not... Okay. Nobody's cooperating with me today, but that's okay. More often than not, we rescue animals who have already been separated from their families. Ferguson, had he been born on a farm, had his mom stayed on a farm longer than the time where she was rescued, Ferguson likely would have been taken away from her, and he would have been sold to be eaten as a lamb, and he would have never had the chance to nurse from her, to be raised by her. And when all of those sheep that we rescued back at the end of 2016 gave birth, Laverne included, creaky Laverne, let's get another view on her really quickly here. When they gave birth, they each were raising their babies at the same time. Hi, creaky Laverne. She's like, I can't believe I'm on camera. I will put myself behind the bars. They each were raising their babies at the same time, and they each had their own parenting style. Laverne, believe it or not, was the helicopter mom through and through. She's a little fragile, arthritic now, hangs out with the elderly sheep, gives us her butt. Thanks, Laverne. We're just getting a lot of butts today. A lot of sheep ignoring us, which I can handle, I swear. It's not that I rely on sheep attention for a little perk work, but yeah, she is fully hidden her head here. Okay. She was the protective mom. She didn't want anyone coming near her precious son. She would stand guard over him. Even when the other lambs would come over to play, she would headbutt them away. She'd throw them down the barn aisle and be like, "Get away from my precious boy, Davy." Bertha was another one of the moms, and she would gather everybody's kiddos together, all of the lambs who were born right at the beginning of 2017, and she would get them playing games together. She'd be socializing them all. She was really the babysitter mom, the super engaged one. Lena kind of let Seneca do her own thing and have looser reins, and generally just experiment on her own with all of the other lambs. Lena was very laid back from the start. And Cleo just had this sweet, sensitive bond with Ferguson. Of course, they were separated from the rest of the lambs and sheep because of Cleo's illness. But they each had their own parenting style that was just so apparent. And it was a joy to let them be who they are, to let them form their families the way they are. And we want to honor that so much here at the sanctuary. And I haven't seen too many questions coming through here today. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, please leave them in the comments. And I would be happy to answer them about some of our rescued residents here. And we can also pop outside in a second and see who we can watch. I'm just going to check here and make sure that I'm not missing any comments that just aren't coming through here. All right, so let's go see if we can find someone who wants to say hello, since Ferguson and other sheep have other plans. Bye, Shirley. Their wool has gone to the woods to provide nesting material for wildlife. Sorry, as we adjust to the sunlight here, that makes me look a little bit whiter than usual. We are going to look for a few of our other friends here. I think we've got Ferguson hanging out in the background. Are you going to come and do another drive-by hello, buddy? Oh, no. Yeah, we're going to get a full drive-by hello. Which is to say that Ferguson usually walks up to you with great intention and then keeps on going because he always has things that he has to get to. So you think you're about to get a really big sheep cuddle because he's making such direct eye contact as he approaches you, and then he immediately swerves and he's like, actually, never mind. All right, bud, thank you for your overall cooperation on today's virtual sanctuary. It is a beautiful day here at the sanctuary, I will say. We are hosting a couple of virtual programs today, and we are also prepping, again, for our weekend tours. So we actually now have our tickets for our weekend tours up available for all of the season. So if you want to book farther out than May, we had prior only May tickets available, but now you can check that all out. So we left a link in the comments. Ferguson is going to do what Ferguson does best, which is to try and get in people's cars, to rub up against people's cars, and also to just keep tabs on every single human here at the sanctuary. So we're going to get to see some of that intention in the walk, and also, most likely, his fake out here. Sherry, it is okay to cheat and Google it. I honestly, but you are correct. CL is Cassius lymphadenitis. Thank you for your participation, and actually, we love it when people will kind of go back and check in on what they've learned here at the sanctuary, so that your visits and your virtual visits have a longer lasting effect, and you can learn a little bit about the work that we're doing here. Great question, Pam. So Scout did okay with her shearing. Everybody gets a little bit mad, and I'm gonna say Ferguson pushed me over, but a little bit of that was just me. He's like, yeah, you should take responsibility for your own faults there. That's fine, Ferg. So Scout handled her shearing okay. Nobody really loves being shorn, and Scout did do something really cute. I am proud of her for it. I was not here for the shearing day. Tuesdays are my day off right now. One of my days off. And I just got to see some video footage of it taken by our wonderful communications associate, Heather, where she was checking in on all of the other sheep coming out of their shearing sessions, making sure that they were doing all right. So that was super, super sweet. She is the herd leader. Ferg, your fur is right in the camera there, bud. And yeah, she just wanted to make sure that everybody handled the stressful experience okay. But she is looking super weird right now. They all look just so different because it's such a dramatic change. And also, we're used to seeing them with at least a little bit more wool on. They lose a lot of the color that they have that grows into their wool over time. But yes, I missed who was asking the question, is Ferguson shedding? Ferguson is shedding right now. I know, bud. That one wasn't quite ready, but he was patient with me. So Ferguson is closer to what a sheep actually should be. Only our woolly sheep, sorry for the wind, everyone. Only our woolly sheep actually, will need to get shorn, and the rest of them are able to shed on their own. And that is what any animal who grows a winter coat should be able to do. And so they are fortunate enough to, if they are one of our hair sheep or hair sheep blends here, to not have to go through the shearing experience. So he's just full of wonderful little pluckies right now. It's super satisfying, more satisfying than, like, I've got a long-haired cat and a bunny at home who get pluckies that I always love to pull out. Ferguson and Lena, Seneca, they all are going through it at the moment. Oh yeah, I have my mask in my back pocket that I will put on right after I finish my virtual programming here. This is just so that you can read my mouth, but when I'm around people here at the sanctuary, don't worry, we are taking cautions to make sure that we're keeping all of our visitors and staff safe. I am not yet totally vaccinated. I'm getting my second shot tomorrow, and I'm excited to be at the 2-week window after that, where I am protected more so from COVID. But we definitely want to make sure that everyone is staying healthy and safe. And I'm always happy to try and prevent spreading that. So we are going to take a peek. Ferguson has walked over to the other side here now. And we have in the background a little pig who's having a great day. I'm just going to give her a little sneak peek. Someone who you're not going to see on tours this year because she is spending the majority of her time in the infirmary. Boop, 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 boop. Is Sister Mary Frances. Sister Mary Frances has been dealing with some skin issues at the moment, so we're not going to zoom in on her, but she's getting some supervised time outdoors, and she's getting some supervised time outdoors in the sun. She has had a lot of medical procedures done on her back recently, and we're trying to keep it as clean as possible, which means no mud baths for Mary Frances this summer. No rolling around in the grass for her, but she does miss being able to really methodically go around grazing on all of the dandelions and really plucking those up. She's been eating grass for the last hour or so, I think, at this point, happily wagging her tail, keeping in good spirits despite being mostly an indoor pig at this time. She does have to get let out for potty breaks because she is a pig. She doesn't do any potty breaks indoors, does she?
No, she's been really good.
Yeah. So Sister Mary will not go indoors. She just needs, like a dog, you have to let her out. So I'm just checking with one of our animal care staff members who's over across the yard at the moment. Is she expressing her annoyance at being inside? Honestly, I don't think so much. She was pretty happy about it in the winter, I think. They don't love the indoor experience, or the cold experience, so they like being able to stay nice and warm and cozy inside. But in the summer, I'm sure she's gonna get a little bit bummed, but you know, she's got a good outlook on life. Ooh, we're gonna zoom away from the worst angle of her there. We are running out of time today. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in, saying hi to us. We have a few final reminders before I wrap up today. We will be back next Thursday at 1 p.m. It'll be Lauren and I. We wish you all a happy Mother's Day, and we are here with you. Ferguson and I understand it is a less than happy day for you as well, so sending hugs your way and hoping for the best for you and all of your loved ones. We are doing a sale on our cookbooks right now, so if you enter the code in our online store, AddLoveStir, you can get a discount on our cookbooks. So we'll leave a link for that in the comments below. And Add Love Stir is also our Compassionate Cuisine Instagram. We were just doing a live earlier this afternoon, right before this Facebook Live, and we do those occasionally, and of course virtual cooking classes as well. So if you want to learn more about all of that and get some delicious recipes, I think we've got a blueberry pancake recipe up on our Instagram right now. Go and check that out. And again, if you want to bring us to a virtual reunion gathering for you and loved ones at a distance, if you can't make it for our public tours, or book a member tour during weekdays, we are offering member tours during weekdays as well. You can always book an Animals on Call with us. Members get a 25% discount on those. We are so grateful for your support. We hope that you are having a lovely, warm, and safe May, and we will see you next week. So, bye everyone!